Demolition work resumes in Joshimath. After hiatus, the demolition process of Malari Hotel that was earlier marked unsafe has started with the guidelines of the CBRI. Malari Hotel's roof and walls are being demolished using hammers and mechanical drills. Hotels Malari Inn, in fact, and Mount View developed cracks and were precariously, in fact, leaning towards each other, posing a threat. Joshimath residents broke down in tears as they left their homes that were marked unsafe by the administration. Many residents have vacated their homes and the evacuation process is still underway. Earlier, residents took to the streets to demand that something should be done about the cracks that have formed in their homes. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra is now joining me live from the actual site of the demolition in Joshimath. Ashutosh, again, bring us up to speed with what's happening on the ground right now, the latest update.
Well, Pallavi, at the moment, Joshimath, a lot of things are happening, many incidents unfolding simultaneously. First, the demolition is being carried out in Joshimath of those two hotels. Dismantling process is underway. Secondly, the NDMA has issued an order asking all the authorities do not speak to media because several reports from several agencies leading to confusion. In fact, one of the very crucial evidence from the ISRO was uploaded due to their sensor center that says that Joshimath is centimeter, it has substitutes. That report has also been removed. And very importantly, if you remember, the government has put out literally an order that there will be no activities carried out in and around Joshimath until there is a final assessment. But I just travelled 12 kilometers from the Joshimath town towards the Tapovan. Now remember, Tapovan is the place where NTPC project is located. On the Tapovan and the national highway right behind me, you see the massive, these machines are cutting these rock mountains. This is of course the widening road project, but since there was order, a paper order, what it looks like, that order continues to be on the paper. There you see these massive machines are working and they are cutting these mountains, heavy rock mountains in the widening project. This is not one way. Just in 500 meters, I can see two heavy machines are being used by these authorities. So clearly, multiple things that is happening in Joshimath, and all it seems that by restricting the agencies from sharing their reports and then deleting those ISRO reports, there is some attempts of cover-up that is being done by the authorities and the government at the moment, where the people need literally transparency. Everything has to be in the public domain because this is after all for the public safety and the people safety of the mountains and the people, those who are living in these mountains. But what seems, what we are seeing here, contrary to the claim so far we are hearing from the authorities and the government.
Okay. So, some serious questions that are being raised, of course, that the government of the day needs to answer. Ashutosh, thank you so much for joining us. Now, the NRSC has withdrawn the ISRO Joshimath sinking report that was earlier issued, which showed that the entire area of Joshimath was on the brink of collapse. No reports are now available in the public domain. That report stands withdrawn. NDMA has also now issued a memorandum saying that government institutions are releasing data related to the subject matter in social media, and also they are interacting with the media on their own, based on their own interpretation of the situation, which they say is creating confusion not only among those affected residents but also among citizens of the country. So they've asked all government institutions and individuals now to desist from doing so.
मुझे लगता है कि इस तरह बहुत ज़्यादा विज्ञान को इस तरह से हतोत्साहित करना ठीक नहीं है। अगर एनआरएससी हटा देता है तो दुनिया भर के और आप किस को रोकोगे? आप नासा को रोक दोगे? आप दुनिया भर के और जितना भी उपग्रह सिस्टम है, जितने एजेंसीज काम कर रही हैं, सब दिखा देंगी। ये तो एक तरह से अपरिपक्वता डिसीजन है, इसको नहीं किया जाना चाहिए।
ISRO's NRSC had released a report proving the fact that land subsidence instances were happening in Joshimath since April 2022. And right here you could see the slow land subsidence instances between April and November 2022 and the increase in land subsidence instances between 27 December and 8 January 2023. Now, what has changed between since this report has been released? This morning, in a very mysterious circumstances, the report has gone missing. If you would put the right keywords on the Google, you will still find the website, the reference to the report, Joshimath subsidence, and the size of the file, 2 MB. But the moment when you click on that link, this is what happens. Report not found. 404. which means the report has been mysteriously withdrawn. Now the question is, this was the first report which had proven the fact that land sinking instances have been happening in Joshimath for past several months. Why was this report withdrawn? Was there any mistake in the report, or was there any solid pressure on ISRO's NRSC to withdraw this report? All these questions remain unanswered. With video journalist Abhishek Singh, this is Amit Bhardwaj reporting for India Today.